Peace and blessings, y'all. I am Jasira Kahina. You can also call me Coach J, and I help high achieving women find and maintain excellence and balance in all areas of their lives while they're out changing the world. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, I want to talk about one of the foundational ways to make sure that you have that balance, and it's related to our circles, our people, our tribe, whatever you call those people that you know are your safe space. When you are a woman of high achievement, excellence, quality, making things happen, whether it's in the boardroom, a classroom, anything of that nature, it is more important for us than anyone else that we have quality people around us. But I also want to talk about what that quality means. Sometimes we get it a little mixed up and we think that it means a particular income bracket or a particular type of style of dress. And it's often, if almost never, the case where that is something that needs to be important when you are choosing this circle. So if you want to evaluate if the circle that you have is sufficient, if you want to figure out how to create one, maybe you don't have one right now, stay tuned. We're going to talk about it right now. All right, let's get started. So the first thing that you want to do when determining whether you're evaluating or deciding what steps you need to take to create the circle that is right for you, you first want to make sure that you're not the smartest person in that group. It seems so simple, right? But oftentimes, if you are considered a high achieving woman, either yourself or if that's the reputation that you have, oftentimes we can end up being the person that people come to for everything. You're the smartest, you're the most resourceful, you have the better whatever. And when you're in that situation, we don't necessarily mean to take pride in that. But specifically as women, we've been taught to identify with what we can perform or produce or give to other people. And we have to be really careful that we're not also taking on that role in the environments where we're also supposed to be receiving as much as we're giving. So now you want to ask yourself, am I the smartest person in my circle? Now, let me qualify this by saying this. We don't mean just in the sense of intelligence. I'm not just speaking, I'm the smartest. What I mean is everyone in your circle coming forward with their strengths? Do they have strengths that you need, that you're able to glean from? Do they have a better mindset or a better perspective in an area that you may not have a lot of experience in? What we're seeking here is my circle representative of both my strengths as well as the strengths of those that I have in this circle or the circle that I'm a part of? Do we all reflect different strengths? Do we all have the same mindset about everything? Because of course we already know as high achieving women, that's not a way to grow. Are there some who have different perspectives? Are there some who have different skill sets in areas that all of us in this group need, and maybe we don't have it, but this person has it? You want to make sure you are not the only person who is pouring out in your circle. If you're the only one pouring out advice, if you're the only one pouring out resources, if you're the only one pouring out new perspective changes, there's a chance that this group is holding you back. And one of the easiest ways to know that is if you find yourself dreading getting into contact with them. Maybe you dread the notification from a group chat that you guys are in. Maybe you're dreading an event or an outing that you guys have planned to have brunch or something together. You're not really looking forward to it. These are probably going to be clear signs that you're in a circle that's unbalanced, not in your favor. All right, let's move on to the second one. Before we move on to number 2, let me tell you about a couple of things that we do have going on right now. Number 1, I have a new cohort starting next week. It is called Yes I Am and Yes I Can, and it is the 5-day cohort for high achieving women like you and me who can admit that they still battle with imposter syndrome. If you have dealt with that on any level, you know how much self-doubt it can create and how it can sometimes lead you into procrastination, not meeting goals, or just self-sabotaging yourself all the way around. So if this is you or someone that you know, I invite you to click click the link in the description so that you can register. Registration ends at 11:59 p.m. Central Time on this coming Friday, May 5th, and I would love to see you join. So make sure you click the link in the description. Number 2, those of you who want to go a step further, maybe you have a particular goal that you want to reach as a high achieving woman, but you may just need a little more of a customized approach, something more personalized, right? I have my VIP program available just for you. You can find out more about that by clicking the link in the description beside VIP program. All right, let's get back to the video. Now, the second thing that you want to check when evaluating or getting ready to create a new circle, you want to make sure that you're going to be safe. Now, I don't just mean physically safe. We know that that's already important. What I'm talking about here is who you are going to be is this going to be a safe place for who you are, the way that you conduct your life, the way that you want to live your life. One of the biggest examples that I can give of this is if you're someone who's private. Most high-achieving women don't need a lot of attention. Most high-achieving women don't necessarily enjoy putting everything on social media. They don't need everyone to know every place they've stopped. They don't need people to know every trip they've taken. We tend to just live in the moment, right? We tend to just want to enjoy the experience, the people that we're with, the holiday or the event. We kind of want to take it in. Now, we know for business purposes, there may be times where if we're conducting a speaking engagement or we're facilitating or we've been invited to, host a retreat or to be part of a retreat, we know that at some point we will need to get some publicity shots and a little bit of publicity footage. We know that. At the same time, who we are, the essence of who we are, is very much one-on-one, intimate circles, close-knit friends, and being in a place where we don't have to always worry about if something is going to be made content that we would prefer to be private. So this is something that you want to be very careful of. Do you have someone who is always taking photos of their food when you go out? Do you have someone who is always putting up something on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram? Are they always thinking that everything that's going on is content? Are they very content driven to the point that they have decided that they're willing to forego any privacy or any secrecy or exclusivity in their lives because they want those views or those subscriptions? Now, this isn't a place of judgment. There are going to be groups of people who are completely okay with this. The point I'm making is if you're not, that's probably not going to be the circle for you. Now, it would be very easy to come up with all of these reasons why you want to talk to these people about the value of privacy and keeping things, off of social media. But here's the thing, you don't want them pushing you to be more open. So there's no need to try to push other people to be less open. We will all arrive where we're supposed to be when we're supposed to get there. If we're meant to evolve out of a certain mindset, we will. But there's no need to force it one way or the other. So you want to make sure that your circle also represents who you are. I'll give an example. I'm not someone who is going to ever be comfortable around people who enjoy filming others without their knowledge. Taking pictures of me, making a video of me talking to someone else, and I don't know it, even if it's intended to be something that's flattering or meant to maybe give me kudos or a compliment or something of that nature. I'm not going to be comfortable in circles like that. And the reason for that is the same way you record me if you want to show me doing something good. How do I know if you don't piss me off or I don't piss you off that you may decide to record something that's not as flattering? How do I know that you won't record a conversation that you and I are having that should be in strictness of confidence, but you're so focused on creating content that you no longer care about my desires for privacy? So I know for me that that's not going to be a circle that I'm comfortable in. Likewise, I'm also not going to be comfortable in the circle of people who maybe conduct their personal lives in a way that doesn't align with me. Now, again, you can't come from a judgmental place on this. It can't be, I think I'm better than them, so I'm not going to hang out with them. There's no such thing as better. There's only what works and what aligns and what doesn't. So I know for myself, those of you who followed me while I was a relationship coach, one of the things that I was not a fan of was the date them all sis mentality, dating multiple men. I also wasn't a fan of cheating, and I never will be. And so the circle for me won't be able to include people who have that mindset, not because I think I'm better, not because I feel intimidated in any way, but because I want to make sure that my circle aligns with my values. And the best way to do that is to align with other people who also share those values. So that's an example. Evaluate, or if you are in the process of determining what is going to make a great circle for you, make sure that who you are, who you want to be, on camera, off camera, whatever, make sure you're going to be in a circle of people who respect your decision. Before we get to number 3, let me know how you're liking the format. Let me know how you're enjoying the information. Leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, bell notification so that you know when I'm posting new information. And make sure you check out the description of this video to see where you can connect with me next. All right. Let's get into number 3. So this one is going to be pretty important. When we're thinking about our circle, whether we're evaluating the one that we're in or whether we're determining how to create one. I've been saying circle in singular format up to this point, but that is going to be an area that you need to change if you only have one circle. Why? Because you want to make sure that your one circle, you're not making them or demanding that they meet every need that you have. It seems simple, right, when you hear it out loud, but we hear the term circle. I call my close group my tribe. We hear that so much that we forget that sometimes we need to dig a little bit deeper. Now, in terms of your emotional needs and those very, very secret and personal things that you know you're not going to share with other people, yes, you probably need a circle of people that you know that you can trust when you're mad, when you want to say some things that aren't necessarily the most professional, or you just simply want to get out that your feelings have been hurt, that you're going through a heartbreak, that you're going through the frustration of business not going well or a project at work not going well. And you just need a place to be human, not professional, not superwoman, just human. You do need a circle of people for that. Here's the thing, that circle may also not be into the idea of entrepreneurship or creating a business or all of the different ways that you have to live your life, right? When you're creating something from the ground up or straying away from the norm, so to speak. So to continue to bring information about entrepreneurial work or a new person that you heard on YouTube or something like that to a circle that definitely meets your emotional needs but doesn't necessarily align with your plan for your life, that is where you can sometimes run into trouble. And I see this a lot where I will have sisters who say that they outgrew their circle when the reality was that they didn't expand into a separate circle. That's what the problem was. So you want to determine what circles you need based off of the ways that you live life now, based off of the areas that you want to improve, based on the areas that you're currently not working in right now, but you want to. You want to make sure that you have circles and groups that represent all of the different pieces and all of the different levels that make up who you are. You don't want to pigeonhole one group and require that they meet every need, because that will be destructive and disastrous for both of you. So make sure you have the circle where you can be human. Make sure you have the circle where you can talk about if you maybe deal in alternative religion. Maybe you're in a Christian-based area, but you don't practice Christianity or any type of organized religion. Well, now you have the opportunity to expand and find a circle of other people who share that viewpoint. Maybe you are someone who wants to get into entrepreneurship and your emotional circle is full of women who are comfortable in the 9-to-5. That's fine. Make sure that you're now seeking masterminds or other groups of like-minded women who are also starting or a little further ahead in their entrepreneurial journey. You want to get another degree? Do you have a hobby that maybe your emotional group isn't into? Make sure that you find other people and other ways and other outlets to share your passions, your ambitions with those who also have those same passions and ambitions. The benefit is going to be that you get a chance to learn more from those who are actively seeking out growing in that same area, but more importantly, you take the pressure off of those in your immediate circle to be something that they're not. I hope you got value out of what I said this afternoon. Again, if you like what you see so far, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell notifications, so you never miss a single episode that I upload. And don't forget to follow me. I have all of my social media information as well as my website down in the description. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. I will be back tomorrow. Peace.